There's a robot standing outside every office right now. It's not outside the building. It's outside every desk. It can write your emails. It can summarize your meetings. It can draft your reports, your code, your presentations. And it can do it faster than you. If you felt a chill watching an AI demo, you're not crazy. You're not being dramatic. You're reading the room. And you've probably asked the question that's driving a billion search clicks this year. Is my job safe? The headlines scream two answers. One says everything is doomed, run for the hills. The other says it's all fine, nothing ever changes. Both are lying, the truth is weirder. And it's backed by actual data. My name is Alex. And today I'm going to show you the 4 traits that make a job nearly impossible for AI to take. Not from vibes, from numbers. And I'm going to show you how to install them into your own career, no matter what you do. Stick with me, because the people who learn this are the ones who stop being scared. Here's the thing nobody tells you. AI isn't coming for all jobs equally. It never was. When researchers scored 535 different occupations on how much of their work AI could actually do, they didn't find a flat apocalypse. They found a pattern. Some jobs had risk scores near 90%. A huge part of their work could be automated. Other jobs scored in the single digits. Almost nothing AI could do was core to the role. The difference wasn't luck. It wasn't which industry. It was 4 specific traits. Think of them as 4 shields. If your job has 1, you're safer. If it has 2, you're in really good shape. If it is all 4, the robot is going to have a very hard time. And here's the part that surprises people. Most of these shields have nothing to do with being smarter than the AI. They're about being human in ways the machine physically can't reach. Let me show you the first one. Meet Jay. Jay is an electrician. Jay doesn't sit at a desk. Jay crawls into attics under floors into crawl spaces that are 110 degrees and full of dust. Jay works with his hands, his knees, his eyes, his balance. Every house is a little different. Every wall hides something unexpected. Every problem is a puzzle you can't Google the answer to because the building is 40 years old and someone did something weird behind that drywall. That's shield number 1. Physical work in unpredictable settings. AI and robots are amazing inside clean, controlled, predictable environments. A factory floor, a warehouse, a screen, but the real world is messy. It's uneven. It's infinite in its variety. A robot that can wire one house perfectly will stumble on the 100th because that house has a sagging beam and a surprise water pipe and a wall that isn't where the blueprints said. That's why electricians, plumbers, HVAC technicians, carpenters, welders, they all rank low on the AI risk scale, often below 10%. Their work demands hands, judgment, and on-site problem-solving that robots simply can't do economically. And here's the kicker. These trades have a massive labor shortage. There aren't enough of these workers. Demand is crushing supply. So even as AI automates office work, the trades stay busy, well-paid, and impossible to outsource to a machine. Touch and the real world. Shield 1. Now meet Annie. Annie is a nurse practitioner. Annie does a lot more than check vitals. Annie holds a frightened patient's hand. Annie reads the room, the family member who's worried but won't say it, the kid who's scared of needles, the person who needs to hear we're going to take care of this from a human being. That's shield number 2, human trust and emotional nuance. AI can process a patient's history. It can suggest a diagnosis. It can even generate a reassuring paragraph. But it cannot sit with someone in a moment of fear. It cannot build the therapeutic relationship that a sick person needs to feel safe. It cannot care, not in the way that matters. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects nurse practitioners will grow 40% by 2034. Physician assistants 20%. Mental health counselors, home health aides, physical therapists, occupational therapists, all growing many times faster than the average job. Because these are roles built on presence, empathy, and trust. And machines, no matter how fluent, can't be present the way a human can. Here's a beautiful example. Art therapists. AI can generate an image in seconds, but it can't interpret what a client's painting means, and it can't respond in real time to the emotion in the room. Music therapists use rhythm to meet people where they are, adjusting moment by moment. That is not a script. That is human connection, trust, and emotion. Shield 2. Now meet Marcus. Marcus is a paramedic. When Marcus rolls up to a scene, there is no playbook for exactly what he'll find. A car accident, a heart attack, A panic. He has seconds to assess, decide, and act, and his decision carries real weight. If he gets it wrong, someone could die. He owns that. That's shield number 3, accountability under uncertainty. AI is a machine that proposes. It gives you options with confidence, but it never decides and it never owns the outcome. Someone has to look at the stakes, weigh the unknowns, and say this is what we're doing. That person is accountable. The roles that carry this shield are the ones where a mistake is costly and irreversible. Surgeons, executives, air traffic controllers, firefighters, paramedics, emergency responders. The Bureau of Labor Statistics rates firefighters among the most AI-resistant jobs there is. 5% risk. Because there's no safe way to automate split-second life-or-death judgment in a burning building. And it's not just danger jobs. Think about a cybersecurity analyst. AI can spot patterns and flag threats all day long, but it cannot decide how serious an incident is or what to do next when a false alarm could cost a company millions and a real breach could cost them everything. That judgment, that ownership is human. Judgment and ownership. Shield 3. Now I know what some of you are thinking. That's great for electricians and nurses, but I'm an office worker. I sit at a computer all day. My whole job is on the screen. Am I just doomed? That's a fair question, and the answer is no, but it's a qualified no. Here's the twist. There are tech jobs that score as AI-proof, and they have nothing to do with avoiding computers. They have everything to do with which part of the work you do. Cybersecurity analysts, AI engineers, machine learning specialists, project managers, these rank among the tech jobs least exposed to generative AI. Why? Because they live in the can't bucket. They involve judgment, risk ownership, and dynamic human collaboration. AI is a brilliant assistant, but it can't decide how serious an incident is. It can't own a strategic bet. It can't navigate the human mess of a real project. The skill that matters isn't can you use a computer. It's can you decide, own, and handle the unexpected, even when the unexpected happens on a screen. So the office worker isn't doomed. But the office worker who only does the automatable part, the paperwork, the data entry, the routine reporting, that person is exposed. The hands-on clinical layer survives. The paperwork layer does not. That's true in healthcare. It's true in law. It's true in every field. So here's the real answer to is my job safe? It's not about your job title. It's about your traits. The safest jobs in the data share one or more of 4 shields: touch and the real world, trust and emotion, judgment and ownership, and hands-on craft and taste. If your job is built on any of those, you have real protection. If it's built purely on tasks a machine can do faster, routine, well-defined, predictable, you're exposed. Not doomed, but exposed. And here's the liberating part. You don't have to change careers to change your risk. Ask yourself, what parts of my work are can and what parts are can't? What part is pattern and generation, and what part is judgment and ownership? Then do the work that grows the can't side. Take the responsibility nobody else wants. Make the calls, own the outcomes. Be the person who handles the unexpected. That's how you install a shield. Not by being smarter than the robot, by being more human in exactly the ways it can't. Here's your homework. It's simple and it's powerful. Take the job you have or the job you want and run it through 2 buckets. The can bucket, what part could a machine automate? The can't bucket, what part needs touch, trust, judgment, or taste? Your goal isn't to be 100% can't. That's not realistic. Your goal is to make sure the thing you're hired for, the thing you're valued for, is squarely in the can't bucket. Because AI is going to keep getting better at the can stuff. That's inevitable. But the can't stuff, the messy, human, accountable work, that's where your future lives. Don't be the person who only knows how to type prompts. Be the person who decides, owns, and cares. That's the job AI can't take. And if you're not sure where to start, here's a trick. Look at what nobody in your company wants to do. The hard call, the angry client, the broken thing that's everyone's problem and no one's responsibility. That's your shield. Take it. So drop a comment below. Which of the 4 shields is your job strongest in? Touch and the real world, trust and emotion, judgment and ownership, or hands-on craft and taste? I read every comment. And if this changed how you see your career, subscribe, because the truth about AI and your job is the thing the headlines get wrong most often. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.